Was nobody watching? Because I will not be doing that again. I don't think I can pull that off again. That was really cool.
I love that his little heart sunglasses.
Yeah. There is a part coming up where I change everybody's costume to fit the theme of what's about to happen in the story.
Okay.
So the glasses will be off. But look at that, another flash move. Sahad! Welcome back to some more of VIII Lacrimosa of Donna. We are finishing the Moonlight Hunt. The hunt for the moonlit grass.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we just have one more piece we have to collect. And then we have to make our way back down, I believe, because you can't fast travel when you finish the quest.
Right. I don't think you can fast travel in the dark at all.
Oh, not at all. Oh, wow. I thought it was just for, like, this side quest. So it goes for, like, all-night hunts?
Yeah.
It's like you have to finish the night
hunt. Well, I think it's not that you necessarily have to finish the night hunt. You have to go back to camp and make it daytime.
Okay. So we make it all the way up to this mountain, and I guess we got to go all the way back down the mountain.
I don't
think
remember.
there are some shortcuts I made, though, on the way up.
Well, I don't remember if it's that or if, like, once you complete the hunt, it's like, and the game will move you back to the village.
Oh, that'd be nice. Well, let's find out.
Or back to camp.
Aw, Mishi's gone. Mishi doesn't come out at night.
Mishi's like, bitch, I'm asleep.
I'm taking my cat nap.
Me too, Mishi. Ooh, getting up for work today was hard.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because of the cats or some other reason? Ooh, I think this is it.
Just because it was early.
Yes!
I spent a week not needing to get up early and not, like, rolling out of bed until, like, 9 a.m.
Yeah, you had a 1 week vacation.
Yeah.
It was fun while it lasted. Okay, so yeah, we have to go back to Rakota's cottage. Because I'm just like, oh, can I fast travel back to the cottage? No? Why not?
Because it's nighttime. Yeah, I was gonna say I was pretty sure, but
oh my god, there's still more.
It's been a minute.
Nah, I don't think I want to blow it this far into the trek of the mountain. I would like to not lose this far in, thank you very much.
I feel like I evaded a lot of these. I was just like, nope, not today.
I have trouble evading battles. I'm just like, I mean, CXP, it's right there.
I do that with enemies I know I can, like,
take care of easily.
Yeah, but if I'm low on health, low on items, or
and
like
you see one of those Tyrannosaurs, you're
yeah,
not like,
then I'm just like,
oh shit, here we go again.
Maybe later.
Okay. Well, there's always next time. Alright then, let's start making our way back down the mountain. Let me guess. All the enemies respawned in this area. Well, we still got some meals. God, I used all the meals on this side quest.
You ate a shit ton.
Yes, I did. Yep, they're all back. The monkeys, the ants, the little dinosaur guys. This'll be fine. Whip out the B team.
The B team does not stand for best team.
See, now I'm anxious because I technically completed the quest, but I have to finish the quest. I can still get a game over, meaning I have to start the quest. I feel like this is one of the harder side quests.
Yeah. I think there's so many battles, and it's dark, so you can't always see what you're fighting.
Well, is this one of the games where enemies are stronger at night? Like, do they have, like, souped-up stats?
I think there are some that are stronger at night.
Okay.
Similar to how, like, in Trials of Mana, if you played as Kevin, he was stronger at night because he would wolf.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Alright, let's whip out the A team again.
The A-point B team.
Yeah. There we go. The A team, the adult team. Here we go. Smash him to bits. I am finishing this quest, damn it. Sahad, you and those flash moves.
He's like, listen, I'm slow every other time, but in battle,
He's quick
lightning.
and nimble when he needs to be. He can float through the air and climb up trees. DK.
Okay, I was like, I
Donkey
don't know
Kong.
what you're...
It's the DK rap. You still have yet to see the DK rap. You heard it in the
Yeah.
Mario movie when he was showing off. And he was
Yeah.
just like, don't you appreciate me, Dad? And Cranky's like, oh, God. No, it's a thing. It's from Donkey Kong 64, and before you can start the game, it starts with a DK rap. It's kind of tasteless. It's corny.
I don't know that
And it
I would.
happened.
I don't know that I would call it tasteless. I think that it was just trying to like bank off of what was popular during the time.
When you see it, you might have a different opinion of being
Okay.
like, well, that aged poorly.
Maybe.
Because Donkey Kong 64 was made by a British company, and they have like a different humor than both
yeah.
American
You
audiences.
say no more.
Okay.
Say no more. I completely. You as soon as you said British humor, I'm just like, yeah.
Because so the company was called Rareware, and they were a British company that partnered with Nintendo. And even though they made some amazing games, Nintendo was just like, you watch that humor shit with our child-friendly brands.
Well, like British humor is blunt and dark.
Yes, blunt and dark, and a lot of innuendos.
Yeah.
And Nintendo would constantly be like, correct this, it's a little too suggestive. And like some of them they snuck by in like an Animaniacs fashion.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, we'd love to, really, but the Fox censors won't allow it. And then others, they were just like, no, honestly, we're being genuine here. The biggest story was there's a video game where there's a Halloween level. And you complete the quest and the character goes, thank you. But because this is like very early technology,
It sounds like
Nintendo said, no, keep doing it until... So even the finished product, you can still hear, thank you.
Yeah.
But that was like their 7th take. There was 6 other takes that they submitted to Nintendo, and Nintendo was just like, no, it sounds like you're saying something else.
Yeah.
So like, they liked working with Nintendo, but they also didn't because Nintendo was very strict about like, fix that.
I
Very
feel like
similar to how Disney was with
could be-
Alex Hirsch
Yeah.
and Gravity Falls. Fix this.
Because
Change
even
that.
like
No.
a lot of the jokes and things that, because I watched an entire video of Hirsch talking about like the things that he wanted to do in Gravity Falls and that they made him change and certain things. There were some things that I was like, yeah, I can understand why they wanted to change that, and other things that I was like, really? Like there was one character was supposed to be wearing a t-shirt with like a Dachshund wiener dog on it,
Okay.
wearing a dress that says I'm a hot dog.
I'm a hot dog.
I'm like, I don't see how that would be inappropriate. Like, it was a stretch for that. But then there were other ones where, like, I think it was like Robbie was supposed to say, like, screw you. And I'm like, yeah, I can, like, kind of understand where they're coming from with that.
I got you.
It's like a super soft swear. But, like, I could see some, and I was like, okay, that's a bit much for others. But at the end of the day, he's still got a lot of really great jokes in there.
Yeah.
So,
There's a lot that like was able to slip under the radar.
I don't
I
even-
know all about the frickin' FCC.
yeah. Well, I don't even think it was supposed to be like slip under the radar, but like jokes that were allowed. They were deemed appropriate for the audience.
Well,
And
apparently there
within
was
the
a handful
guidelines.
that Alex said, no, not changing it.
Yeah. Where he like stood his ground and was like, no. Like that's staying.
Where it's just like, that takes some gonads because after like 1 or 2, I'd be like, okay, I'll change it.
Well, so like in the video, he was talking a lot about like he would give them several options and they would like shoot down all of them.
Oh, wow.
And he'd be like, listen, this character would not say something else. Like, pick one.
Okay.
So, like, he would give them options, and they would be like, no, it's still too much. And he's like, well, listen, like, if you want this character to be cohesive, you gotta pick one. But yeah, there was a lot of pushback with it.
Yeah. Who knows how to deal with censors?
Yeah. But again, at the end of the day,
Sometimes
what,
you think, oh
like,
man, this is going to be... It's kind of similar to like when we make a video and I'm just like, oh man, people are going to hate this. We're gonna
yeah,
get some
and then
mean
it's like,
comments,
meanwhile,
and
it's like
nothing
nothing.
happens.
You were sweating so bad over our WandaVision video.
Yeah.
Because it was negative, and people were like losing their minds over how amazing this show was.
Yeah.
And we were like, didn't really like it. Here's why. And you were like, people are gonna hate us. We're gonna lose all our subscribers.
Keep in mind, that was like right off the coattail of Endgame at the start of Phase 4. So everyone was very optimistic.
Yeah.
Looking back now, people are just like, nah, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
even though it's one of the better ones, nobody is as strong about WandaVision as they were when it started.
Yeah. Well, I think, too, seeing now that it's like you have to watch all of these shows to get it, people are tired. They're like, listen,
Feels like homework.
not only that, but it's like, lockdown is over. We don't have time for this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we had to go back to our jobs and back to our lives and back to our responsibilities. Like, we're not home all day. So we can't, like, watch 8 different shows at once to try and get the full story.
Yeah. Phase 4 is just all over the place. To where it's just like, even if I wanted to, I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I don't want to.
Yeah, because you're right. It feels like homework. It's like, it's not enjoyable to sit down and watch it. It's like...
And like, I know a lot of people are just like, well, at least watch Loki and stuff. I'm just like, that's fine. You enjoy that shit. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's great.
I just don't
I'm
want
not
to.
interested.
I
Yep.
don't want to. Like, I don't have an interest in it.
I've said this numerous times through commentary, is like, I like my endings and I can be satisfied with them. And I'm just like, we can keep watching, but we don't have to.
Yeah.
Like Terminator.
Yeah, like, it's okay to stop.
Terminator has like one amazing sequel, and the rest it's like, if you want. If you really want. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I don't.
Well, that's like what I was saying with Supernatural, is like, really, I just want you to watch up to season 5. Because that was the original story, that is the original end. Like, it kept going for 10 more years.
Whereas that's the perk with going to video games, like anthology series.
Yeah.
Like, you can start with any. And like, if you like that story, cool.
Well, like,
you can try another one if you want.
Like, I love Supernatural. I have, you know, tattoos dedicated to Supernatural. Like,
Yep.
you know, I know a stupid amount of information on the show. But even as a fan that loves and adores the characters, the actors, the creator, like Kripke is just dang. But it went on for a little too long. Like, like, they reused so many things that were special that they didn't remain special.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Star Wars.
So it's
Like, it's not special anymore.
yeah,
it
you
just
just
keeps going.
like, you know, the brothers can only die so many times before you're just like, yeah, it's fine. You know, they took something that was special and made it not special.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, I think it definitely could have ended sooner. That doesn't mean that all of the episodes after season 5 are bad, because there are some phenomenal episodes. But as for like the show in general, I mean, don't get me wrong, I watched all of it. But, you know, I think that you would be satisfied with the 5 seasons.
Nice. So it very much is like the first 3 phases of the Marvel of the MCU, where it's just like,
and then like,
we can just book it right here.
Yeah.
It continues. That's nice.
But even after season 5,
Oh,
like,
I fucking did it. Whew. Get me out of here.
But even after season 5, like, we still can go to those fun episodes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as though, like, oh, well, we can't watch that one. It's in season 10 and we stopped at 5. Mm-hmm. No, you can still watch the show. Mm-hmm. Like, you can still watch an episode. And it's not like you won't get it because it's basically just like the characters.
Right.
So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to dismiss Supernatural. Like, I know there's a lot of seasons, but I also just know for a fact there was, like, a specific drop-off point where it's just like, you can end the story here and it all works.
Like, after the initial episode, like, the pilot aired, it did really well. They wrote 5 seasons.
Yep.
So, like, the entire story of, like, the story they had to tell was wrapped up in 5 seasons.
Yep.
And then it was so popular.
The executive said make more.
Well, not only the executives, but, like, everyone. The actors wanted more, the director wanted more, the story writers wanted more.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't think anyone that worked on that show was getting tired of that show.
I got you. So it wasn't like, again, at the end of Terminator, when it's just like, whoa, I finished that shit.
And then they're like, money!
Here's a couple $1 million. Yeah, I guess I'll make another.
No, it was like, that you can see the love in that show.
Okay.
And even the actors, like, you can tell how much they love their characters. Mm-hmm. So, and it's funny because, like, I'm one of the creepers that, like, watch all of the, like, cons and everything online and, like, watch their interviews and stuff. And it's like, Jensen, who plays Dean, is like, sometimes he'll wake up from, you know, being asleep.
Yep.
At home, not on set, not making movies, and the first thing he'll say is, "Where's Sammy?" Like yeah. He is Dean. Like,
well, it's such a huge part of his life.
Oh yeah, he started when he was 25, and now he's in his 40s. Like, you know, that's a long commitment.
But what's nice is, like, he doesn't feel like that shackles him. There's a couple actors that don't like that.
Yeah.
That's just like, oh, fuck, I'll only be remembered for this damn role. There were Power Ranger actors that were like that. Like, they kept trying to branch out from it, but they were just like, they were just the Power Rangers, and they were just like, ugh.
See, I think it's
and the only reason they accepted it was, 1, they got old and said, well, this is it.
Yeah,
and then
like
2, the whole nostalgia kickback is just like, that'll make me relevant again. Yeah. I guess I better embrace this shit.
But one thing that I enjoy is, like, they've all been in other things.
Yep.
And they still just always come back to, like, Sam and Dean and Cass and Bobby. Like,
I mean, Sarah Michelle Gellar will always be remembered as Buffy, no matter what she does. Yeah. And she's been in quite a bit of
Whereas, like,
things.
I remember her the most as Velma. Not Velma.
Daphne.
Holy shit. Obviously not very well.
Fun fact, Velma later became the voice of Wendy in Gravity Falls.
Yeah?
The actress who played Velma in the movies.
I love it.
So yeah, that's the voice of Wendy. So you weren't too far off. Like, you remembered the actress of Velma in other things as well. But yeah, it was Daphne who was Sarah Michelle Gellar. And, like, she was big at the time. She was in Scream 2. Mm-hmm. She was in a lot of, like, teen rom-coms, but also, like, teen dramas and stuff like that.
And I mean, like, the cast of Supernatural, like, mainly Jared and Jensen, because some of the other people have, like, retired from acting, or they have, like, major things happening in their lives and whatnot. But Jared and Jensen, like, Jensen Ackles, Dean, was in The Boys.
Yep.
And Jared got the go-ahead from Chuck Norris and
to be Walker. Yep. Oh, we got Moon Tears now, an effective revival medicine. Oh, shit.
Nice.
I'll grab one of those and probably be afraid to never use it.
Yep. It'll be the final boss. You'll just be like, well, I guess.
Guess I'll pop one of these Moon Tears.
Quick, cry into my mouth.
just pop open a bottle, and then as soon as I chug, it's just like, although I do have 3 ripe mangoes left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do also have some ripe mangoes. God damn it.
But it was.
Well, it's not. So, Jensen Ackles will always be remembered, and the other guy, I always forget his name. Jared. I almost said Leto. No. Jared
Padalecki.
Jared Padalecki. Okay. They will always be remembered as Sam and Dean. As a counterpoint, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is usually known as Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
He's not known as like Sam and Dean's Pop. He's Negan.
Whereas that's the thing, is people will still reference him as the supernatural character, even though like in total he probably had maybe out of 15 seasons maybe like an hour of screen time.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. And it's like, he's like, yeah, I've been playing Negan longer than I was, playing in Supernatural, and people will still reference him.
He was the comedian in Watchmen. Like, he's in a lot of shit. So people know him as Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but still, like, he's Pops.
Yeah.
He's Papa Winchester.
John! But yeah, it's crazy. Misha Collins, who plays Castiel, like, he, to the best of my knowledge, hasn't really been in acting all that much since Supernatural ended, but he's, like, very political. So he's very into, like, politics and human rights and that type of thing. Mark Shepard, who played Crowley, he was involved with music in a band, but he just recently had like a massive heart attack.
Oh shit.
He's okay, but like yeah.
Alrighty.
But Felicia Day, who plays Charlie, she mystery science theater.
Yeah.
She was in that. She was in The Magicians. Like, she's been in quite a few other roles since playing Charlie.
She was big on the internet for a long time.
Oh, she's a nerd. She's a massive nerd.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
Okay. Like World of Warcraft,
Oh,
I believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
She also, like, I love this. She petitioned a girl's clothing line, or like a children's clothing line, because when she had her daughter, the only like little girl's clothes that they had were like Daddy's Princess, and she was like, what if my daughter wants to be an astronaut? Like, and it was funny because she was serious, but also like jokingly, and they created like an entire line of little girls' clothes that were like future astronaut, future president, future
cool.
like future scientist, and they had like little beakers and test tubes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's
archaeologist. All that stuff.
She's like a big nerd.
Way past
Dungeons and Dragons, like.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Felicia
I
Day.
get her and Lindsay Sterling mixed up sometimes.
Oh?
Because Lindsay Sterling's got her start as like a nerd violist, I believe.
Violinist.
Oh, violinist. No.
See, I don't
she
remember.
did a lot of covers of like Game of Thrones, The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't remember her
Until
like
she became
openly
more mainstream
being
and did her own songs.
Being like a nerd. I remember her being on like America's Got Talent, I think, and them telling
she was
her
online
that
before that though. So like she had like just a YouTube channel that
Yeah.
blew up thanks to America's Got Talent and a big following.
Well, yeah.
But I'm pretty
on
sure
America's Got Talent, they told her that she basically wasn't talented enough because she would do like aerial acrobatics while playing the violin, and they were like, yeah, not good enough.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I really like Lindsay Sterling too.
She had an interesting Christmas bop. I didn't much care for the lyrics, but her violin going in the background, I was just like, it's been a while since I've been bopping to a new Christmas song.
I don't think
but
she sings.
No.
She partners with
it
some.
it was another singer.
Yeah.
I don't know who, but no, I was just like, ooh, That sounds like Lindsey Sterling. It is.
Yeah.
Lindsey Sterling did a Christmas album. Alrighty. Neat. The things you discover.
Yeah. I also like two cellos.
Yep, you showed me two cellos. That's pretty cool too.
They do like modern rock music, but in cello. Enchilada.
Cello, you got a bass.
Still fighting.
Well, you know what's crazy? I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, Supernatural went for all those years and never had a video game tie-in. Buffy had some video game tie-ins. Usually big shows had like some kind of like licensed game.
I thought that they had a game.
If they did, it was like a board game.
Because I know that, like, they turned... Supernatural had, like... I believe they had, like, a cartoon. They also were adapted into books.
I heard about the books.
I believe they were adapted into graphic novels.
Okay.
I think so.
No, I don't remember there being a game for Supernatural. And I looked it up a couple times because I was just like, it feels like an interesting formula for a video game. Old Monster of the Week. Getting some levels, monster hunting and stuff like that. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I definitely thought that there would be a video game.
Take back the eroded valley. We did it. I do a lot better with these than I do on the raids or the hunts.
Yeah. I really liked doing the hunts.
It's just like, oh, okay. Light the torches and destroy the hives. Piece of cake.
Yeah.
And when all the hives are destroyed, beat the enemy. Nice. I got tomatoes. I got tomatoes in my sheets.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Potato, potato. That's the story of life. Or something like that. Oh, we got another hunt available. Let's see here.
Don't do what I did and do them all at the end.
Fuck. Well, I mean, that one's recommended level 57, so we're going to wait a minute.
Yeah. No, like, I would just say check in often because I did not. And then I had to do, like, 6 hunts.
I'm not going for
Several
100%,
raids.
but I'm going for, like, I think max approval. That's
Yeah.
how you get the true ending.
The good ending.
And I definitely want to find all the castaways if possible. I don't know how many are left.
I think I only missed 1 castaway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now give me some of that corn. Nice. Okay. Now we did all the side quests for now. Let's get cooking.
Ooh, we're having a fish fry.
Yep, having some fish fries.
Some fist fry.
Some fist fry. Alright. Now, I believe it's time to continue the story.
Is it? Is it time?
Either that or I'm going to visit Mishi.
Mishi!
Mishi, are you awake? Oh yeah, of course, because I got fish fry now, so I want to give it to Mishi. I've got a new delicacy for you. I've discovered a new recipe.
I don't know why, but I'm just picturing Loxia, like, holding the fully cooked fish fry, like, running to Mishi.
Dodging enemies, flash guard.
Yeah.
Trying to catch the fish fry back onto the plate.
Those are, like, my favorite types of sequences and, like, cartoons and movies. And you did say that, I think it was Bayonetta? It was either Bayonetta or Bloodstained. Do that with, like, the pizza. And he's just, like, trying to save his slice of pizza.
That's Devil May Cry.
Okay.
He's trying to save his pizza while he's
I knew it
shitting
was
down
one of
demons.
them, and yeah, and I was like, those are my favorite, and I don't know why. It's just like comedy gold.
So the opening of, I think it's Devil May Cry 3, these demons show up at like a pool table, and he like shoots a cue ball into the one's face while like he's trying to enjoy his pizza. So he's fighting them while he's eating a slice of pizza. It's very hokey, but like, God, I love that game. And Bayonetta has the same kind of humor.
Yeah.
Because it's the same director. Bayonetta is basically the Bloodstained to Devil May Cry
Okay.
that Bloodstained is to Castlevania.
Yeah. I knew it was one of those games, but I couldn't remember because those are the ones that you said make you nervous if I'll like them or not.
Yeah, because like their humor can definitely just go into this doesn't make me happy. But the themes are very much of angels and demons invading the modern world and limbo and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, you like that shit. But you also don't like a dude staring longingly at a woman's tits, so
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. Because, like, the opening to Bayonetta is she's dressed as a nun to attract the angels, and then when she does, she rips off the nun clothes into her costume and starts shooting angels in the face.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
So, that's just the tone of the... Oh, what the hell's his name? The director of the Devil May Cry series. The company he formed was called Platinum Games. He used to work for Capcom, but now he's like the director of Platinum Games. And yeah, Bayonetta is the spiritual successor, and he goes all out on it. It is a fun romp. If you can just get on board with the humor, you can have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because there's just a lot of cool fucking visuals.
I wish I had like a clear-cut idea of like, I think this type of humor is funny. I don't think this type of humor is funny. But there's so many factors.
No, I mean, that's fair. But I think what would be nice is, like we were talking about with, if we're going to try another Shantae game, we'll stream it.
Yeah.
And on the first one, if you're just not feeling it, it'll just be like,
A
all
solo
right,
stream. Yeah.
I'll solo. We're going solo. We're going solo.
Yeah.
We're going solo.
Well, even at that, like, whenever they weren't being absolute assholes, like, it was a fun game, and it did have, like, some fun dialogue and such, but, like, I just
It was
couldn't...
just mired and shit.
Yeah.
I got you.
I feel like it missed out on a lot of, like, clever humor.
Yeah.
I think, like, the main one that I can think of now is, like, when they quote-unquote, like, mixed up the genies, like Shantae with a different character, and the character was like a heavy-set girl, like
are
looked
we talking
nothing
about
like
the princess
her.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
and
the
then
lost princess.
and then she was like, something about like, how could you mix us up? Like, I'm not fat, like something like that.
No, so the character says they're like round and bulbous, just like the lost princess. It was something like that.
Yeah, it had something to do with like weight.
Yes.
Whereas, like, I'm like, they missed the perfect opportunity. The players have eyes. They can see the physical differences.
Yes.
But what would make it funny is, like, oh, that's not her. She has brown eyes. Like, something that is just, like, completely...
Left field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let the fact that they look completely different be funny without knocking someone down.
I got you.
Like...
No, that's a very good example.
So it's just, that's like, it was disappointing because they missed a lot of really clever things that they could have done, but instead it was just making fun of fat people and ugly girls. Like,
Well, the humor was either about making fun of unattractive girls or about men simping over attractive girls. That was
Yeah.
basically what the humor was. Just like, oh, I'm drooling over that gorgeous babe. Or just,
yeah.
it was always something
and then to
in
hear
that.
the creators be like, yeah, we based this off of one of our old students. And I'm like, that's fucking creepy.
I don't remember that at all, but alright.
Oh, I did a little bit of research because I wanted to see like
Oh.
what the creators were like, and I think it's a husband-wife duo.
Yes, that much I know.
And which surprised me because I was like, I bet a man wrote this. Like, that was my first instinct because usually that's the type of humor. And to see that it's a husband-wife, and I'm like, wow, okay. So it was a learning opportunity for me to be like, yeah, women can be assholes too whenever it comes to making jokes and media. Like, in real life,
Yeah.
it's completely different. Most men in real life are like, I like a little bit of meat on the bones. Whereas women are just like, you're so fat. But
yeah, that's
respectfully, of course.
Shantae, and I have no idea if that carries on into the other ones. The only one
Yeah.
I know for certain that it doesn't carry into is the original.
And again, it's something that, like, I'm not going to completely
Because it's a Game Boy
disregard
game.
the entire, like, series or the entire collection because I didn't like one game. Now, if we play another one and it's something that is very similar where I'm just like, I just really don't like this humor,
Yeah.
that's when I'd be like, okay, not really feeling doing another one because it's starting to become a trend versus,
One
like,
and done.
right.
Oh, we tried this, didn't really
Yeah.
work. I got you.
Because it would be a shame to just write off the entire collection because one game had humor that you didn't like when all of the other ones are different.
Yeah.
That would be like playing Breath of the Wild and being like, I hate this. This is trash. And then just not playing any of the other Zelda games, thinking that they would all be like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, that's just not fair to the games.
I got you. That's a good way to look at it. That would be like playing Ys 8 and being like, I'm not a fan of this one. And then not even touching like Ys 4, which is completely different.
Yeah.
And like Ys 9, which is more similar.
Yeah.
I get that.
I just, like, I'm open to it. I understand that there are differences even in the same collection. Harry Potter taught me that.
How to teach you that?
Goblet of Fire.
Ah. Yeah.
You watch the first 3 movies and you're like, wow, these are fantastic. And then you watch the 4th one and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
I initially enjoyed that movie. It was rewatches that soured my experience.
For me, it was just all of the things that they took out. Because, I mean, I read all the books multiple times, highlighted notes, like, the whole 9 yards. And,
But, like, I didn't know the
So-
drastic, like, what the fuck is going on until, like, Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince.
trying to fix
So I had
everything
to
that they didn't include.
go back and
yeah.
be like, oh, Goblet of Fire's the one that fucked all this up.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened, because initially I was just like, Half-Blood Prince is the culprit.
Well,
and
I
I was
feel
just like,
like
no, Order of the Phoenix is the culprit. Hold on, wait, I think I got it this time. It's Goblet of Fire.
Well, it's also like that's what happens whenever you take a series that isn't done yet and you change it to make it into a movie and you cut things out to fit a certain runtime, and then the things you've cut out become important later.
Yep.
But you're like, well, shit, I already took that out, so like.
That aged poorly. The writing. It's just like, oh, we took this out and that's how it's going to be. Oh, this was actually needed. Oops.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it's like, that's the difference between, like, the Lord of the Rings adaptations and the Harry Potter adaptations.
Well, yeah, those
The books were
done
finished.
Decades
they
before.
they were done. They were completed. There was no additional content, and then they were made into a movie. So yes, they did take things out. They did rearrange certain things. They did combine characters and remove characters and
Tom Bombadil.
poor Bombadil. But like at the end of the day, they made it cohesive in the story. So like the story didn't change.
Gotcha.
Whereas, like, they took out really important characters and really important events in the Harry Potter films that changed the story.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, they hit all the major plot points, I guess, but, like...
I still think it's impressive that they were able to finish 7 movies.
8.
8 movies, right? I keep forgetting. Harry Potter started that goddamn part 1, part 2.
Which it really didn't need to. It really didn't.
I'm sure there's an edit somewhere of like both Deathly Hallows in like one 3.5 hour long movie.
It didn't even need to be that long. Like the whole thing of them like running through the woods for an hour and a half, like they didn't need to have that.
Okay.
They could have accomplished that in a montage.
Oh. Give it an old 80s montage. You're the best around. No one's ever gonna keep you down. Slow-mo as Harry and Ron high five.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that they could have done differently.
Forget about
but
me.
it's done. I'm sure the movies will be remade in another 10 years.
Hey, I think I get the double jump in this area. Because there's a lot of areas where I'm just like, can't seem to reach this shit.
Well, you do have Donna. I think Donna has a double jump.
Not in the present, not yet.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That was the first thing I realized. I was
Yeah.
just like, well, I got Donna now. Where's my double jump? Oh, it's not exclusive to her. Oh, shit, it's a piece of equipment. Oh, fuck, I gotta find the equipment. Oh, dear. I was like, Donna, you had the double jump. That's the spectrum of what makes a good Metroidvania. How far into the game do you get the double jump?
Yeah.
It's like, do you get it early on?
Hey,
Kind
bud.
of closer to the end? A little in the middle? What happens there?
Our pupsters is coming in to visit, so if you hear him clacking,
Aw,
he is close by.
he's your old buddies.
He is.
But apparently the most recent Metroidvania, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, passed that test. It's actually doing really well.
Good.
It's the one that looks like Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
Really cool. And it was done by a smaller team with a smaller budget, and they produced a more compact game.
Yeah.
How about that?
Would you look at that?
It's almost like if companies just like go back to just biting off just a little less,
Yeah.
they have a more polished final product.
Why do that?
Like that, this is where the gaming boomer in me comes out. I miss when developers had limitations, because they use those limitations
What I think
to have more focus.
it is, it's like,
Whereas they don't have as many
I
limitations.
think it
They're
needs
just
to be
like,
proportionately controlled, because
fuck it, we'll
it's
fix
not
it in
even
post.
that like they don't have enough limitations. It's they're biting off more than they're willing to chew.
Okay.
So it's like, we have this idea and we're going to do all these big things, but we're not going to hire enough people on our team to get it done in the time frame that we want to get it done in.
Okay. Well, why do so many of these titles, and again, this is the boomer in me, be like, oh, we're an action game, but we also want you to grow a farm, but we also want you to craft your own materials, but we also want you to have stealth.
Because think about it. If it's an action game, you're now only appealing to action game players.
Uh-huh.
If you're an action game that advertises, oh, but we have a stealth segment, now you're opening up the people you can sell it to. Oh, but you have to grow a farm. All the Farmville people are like, say what now? Huh?
But it spreads so fucking thin, like butter on a piece of toast.
Money. It brings money.
Money
They don't
makes the
give a
world go
shit.
round, the world go
They
round.
don't give a shit if you like the game once you buy it. Guess what? You already bought it. They have your money.
Okay. Just like so many do it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this new game. And now we have a farm feature, because of course you do.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy when there are multiple things that you can do, but I do think that there is a such thing as going too much.
Too much, okay.
Where it's like, if it's something that you have to do to play the game, not a super big fan. But if it's something just to be like, oh shit, I can go fishing, like, then it's like, oh cool, okay,
Okay.
you know. Just like in this, technically you don't have to go to the farm and pick the vegetables and stuff. You don't have to have the
True.
meals to win the game or to beat the game or to play the game. It's just something you can do that makes your time easier.
Check out this dude.
Yeah.
I'd hate to get hit by that.
The X medal.
Essence Fueled Guardian Knight. Oh, this is the dude that I fought in the past with Donna, isn't it?
Yes.
Or was that a different dude?
No, I think this is the same one.
Same guy? Okay. Well, alright then.
But yeah, I like it when they can combine multiple types of games, but do it appropriately and proportionately. Like, if you
That's
have...
my thing. It's just
if
like...
you have a fighting game, you should be fighting 99% of the time. You know, it's like, oh, cool, you can take a little breather and, like, go water your plants. But then you better fight a bitch over someone trying to steal your crops. Like, you know?
Alright. I don't know. That's one of the things that appeal to me most about Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. It is a Metroidvania
Yeah.
with a Prince of Persia skin.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't think it adds any more than that.
And it's
I'm
like...
just like, cool, can't wait to
you
try
know,
it out myself.
Again,
Jesus Christ, that hurts.
I think that it takes something that is already well known and well liked to do that.
Okay.
Whereas if you're just like want to try something new and you created something new, you're gonna like try to touch a little bit of everything.
To see what
And then you're
resonates
gonna get
most,
the feedback and see what people like, and then you're gonna do it again
but condense.
and condense it.
Okay.
So, and then once you gain your popularity as a certain type of game with an audience, I feel like that's when you start getting into the refinement of like, all right, people didn't really care that much about the farming, but they did really like the stealth segment.
Okay.
You can still farm if you want to, but you don't have to.
So you think in the case of like either a smaller team or like someone just getting started with like let's say a franchise or an IP, what they're doing is they're spreading it thin to be like, where's our audience?
They're spreading it thin to see where the butter sticks to the toast.
Where the butter sticks, okay.
You know, it's like, oh, well, that just ripped a giant ass hole in my bread, so we're not going to do that, but this one spread real nice over here, so we're going to
I got you.
Use this
Now
butter.
watch this shit. I switched to Sahad and I'm just like, oh, let's see where this goes. And my
Flash
God,
move.
flash move from his laser in midair. I was just like, how the fuck did I pull that off? Was nobody watching? Because I will not be doing that again. I don't think I can pull that off again. That was really cool.
I love that his little heart sunglasses.
Yeah. There is a part coming up where I change everybody's costume to fit the theme of what's about to happen in the story.
Okay.
So the glasses will be off. But look at that, another flash move. Sahad!
I think I know.
I judged you too quickly. You became the
I love
motherfucking
Sahad,
MVP
really.
all of a sudden. I'm just not big on the slow characters.
See, I don't like traveling around. I'll say it every single playthrough. I don't like traveling as the slow character, but I like having them on my team because they hit hard.
Yeah.
So it's like in 9, I like having the bull on my team because she's the hardest hitter, but I will travel as the doll because she's fastest.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm like that with the newer Zeldas. Like, you have more weapon options, so you don't just have to do the sword and shield, you can also do the spear. But you can also do two-handed weapons, and I'm just like, I don't like that shit. I don't like two-handed weapons, it's too slow. So there's a whole spectrum of weapons where I just ignore, because I'm just like, I don't like that. Where's the spears? Where's the sword and shield? Let me
But then it's
stick
also
more
like,
to
you
that.
don't run into an enemy that's like, quick, don your two swords, like...
All enemies, like, it doesn't matter what you have.
Yeah.
If it hits them, it's not like this game where it's just like we're
but
weak to
that's what I mean.
the
It's like,
pointy end.
because you have people that like the double wield, the
Yes.
dual wielding.
Yes.
So it's an option for them. But it's not mandatory.
Correct.
To me, that is how to be inclusive without cutting out an entire group of people that like something.
Okay.
It's there, it's available for you to do. It'll probably help you in the long run, but you
So
don't
view it
have
like
to do
difficulty
it.
modes. Why is there a
Yeah.
casual mode? You don't have to play it.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, you don't have to play casual, but like, I want to experience the game, and I'm not good at a lot of video game tactics and techniques and skill sets, so I need something
There
that's
it
gonna
is.
go a little bit easier on me.
Archaeopteryx wing. Now everybody can double jump.
That's a piece of Essence equipment.
Essence Z equipment.
That's my Essence equipment!
We're equipping mints now.
I need a mint.
Sahad, are we equiping a lifesaver?
I have this special pill that will save your life. Pulls out a lifesaver.
Shit. Here we go. Gotta have that. Oh, I feel like Maggie in her canyon.
I wish we could double jump in real life.
Me too. I want to do like the rocks jump from Castlevania where you slam all the way up to the ceiling.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I'd end up like...
Yeah, I'd end up in like a jet engine.
I would end up as Shia LaBeouf's character from Constantine.
Jesus Christ.
I'd get stuck in a loop.
You jump up in the air and get stuck.
Like, I quite literally was trying to glue tiles to the ceiling in the bathroom, slipped off the ladder, and broke the sink.
Did you, like, body slam that shit or something? Like, release a shockwave? Like, did you... Is it just cracked, or did it pop off?
It came off.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Because I'm noticing, like, some glue on it. Because at first I thought it was just a crack.
No, it
and I was
came
just like,
off,
oh.
and then I took the liquid nails I was using to, like, put it back on.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the white sealant to go over it and then sand it.
Managed to put Humpty Dumpty back together again, did you?
Oh, my God. But I was up on the ladder.
I'm surprised your fucking leg didn't go boing.
I'm surprised I didn't break my toe.
Yeah.
Because I was up on the ladder and I was leaning over the sink to get that corner. And I couldn't reach, so I got up onto the, like, not the top of the ladder, but the top step that, like, is safe to, like, step on. And then...
so the one where it's just like, you step above this, you're not covered.
OSHA's gonna find you.
Yeah, OSHA gonna get you.
Oh, shit. But I was on the top step, and as I was leaning over, I don't know if I got dizzy. I don't know if I, like, had a spasm.
Oh.
I'm not really sure, but I, like, thought the ladder was slipping, and I like, fell off the ladder, but my toes, like, grabbed the edge of the sink.
Was it like inertia or vertigo or?
That's what I'm thinking, is, like, because I was up high and I was leaning, that I got dizzy.
Yeah.
And, but, like, the kind of dizzy where it's, like, the ground moves. So
I wish you wouldn't do that kind of stuff when you're home alone. That's all I'll say.
I stopped. I stopped for the night. I did not do any more. I was like, fuck, I broke the goddamn sink. Because I usually don't go up that high on ladders. I'm, like, third step max. And then... That's that. I don't... Yeah. That was a situation where it's like, oh, no, you know, I can do this.
This is fine. It wasn't fine.
It wasn't fine.
Well, I'm glad everyone's okay.
But yeah, like, my toes, like, curled on the edge of the sink. So basically, like, if this was the edge of the sink, my toes went like this.
Yeah, you are lucky you didn't break a toe.
That's, yeah. I mean, I have cuts on my toes, but, like... Fell right out of my goddamn slippers.
Slippers, yes. Fell right out of the slippers.
Hey, Adol. There you go. Fall off, buddy.
Yeah, I try not to do anything that's dangerous, especially when I'm home by myself.
Yeah.
That's shit my mom would do, and it would drive me nuts.
Well, it drives me nuts, so try not to. Wait until I'm at least in the vicinity. That way,
Yeah.
if something goes down, I can at least
Yeah.
call an ambulance.
That's what I can do, like, 2 steps or 3 steps up on the ladder. Because if I fall off, I'll be okay.
You're gonna end up on that one dude's fucking YouTube shorts where he talks about, so what's the story here? The EMT that rushes
Oh
in
my
and he's
God.
just like, oh God, what now? Well, this lady got vertigo on a stepladder and then
Yeah.
just fell down.
Yep.
How are her toes? Oh God!
Throws up in the bushes.
Oh my God!
But yeah, I don't use power tools when you're not at home.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience. It's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing was hurt.
I think my pain tolerance is just really high.
That is a good thing. You have a high pain tolerance. But that still doesn't mean you're invincible.
Oh no, absolutely not. Like I said, that's something I don't want to be like my mom.
There's a scene like that in Breath of the Wild. One of the few charming scenes, but she's just like, oh, your scratch doesn't look too bad. Reckless as you are, that doesn't mean you're invincible. And Link just looks over and you see like this like wave of bodies of monsters and stuff like that, and he's just like, you sure about that?
Yep.
Like she's tending to his wound and all that, but like he just turns his head and the camera just shows like 25 dead moblins and Lionels and shit.
Yup.
And it's just like, I mean, he's not invincible, but he's pretty damn close.
No, I am clumsy on both sides of my genetics. I do not need to be using power tools or doing dangerous things when there is no one here if something goes wrong.
Very good. Getting really good materials from this tower,
Yeah.
I ought to say. The Tektite ores, which is really essential for upgrading the Orichalcum. Kathleen's gonna be like, where did you come from?
I know, she's gonna have fangirl over it.
Where did you get this? My God, I will make you the greatest weapon. The Ultima weapon.
There's another tower. I think I was getting the other tower confused with this one when we were talking about it this morning. And I was like, oh yeah, I struggled there. I don't think it was this one.
We got another tower?
Yes.
Oh boy. Alright, alright. This one's cool though, because it's a little...
I don't think it's called a tower,
Cockeye.
though.
Alrighty.
I don't recall.
Because I think we're nearing the tippity top. Oh! I'm playing as Sahad. For some reason, I'm much better at flash moves. Which is weird because I'm just like, I'll switch to Donna. My flash moves are ow.
Yep.
Agony.
Agony!
For some reason, my time's just a little off with Donna. I don't think it matters with the character. I think it's luck. For some reason, I'm just better at it with Sahad. I'm just having a luck streak, and I'm just like, okay. I don't think Sahad has different frames from Donna or Adol. Falcom might be able to confirm that, though. If, like, there's a different reaction time depending on the character you choose. Haha. New skill? Don't mind if I do. Twin Moon Blade.
Switch!
Nice. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Donna tries the same thing, get clipped. Ouch. I tried to be like Sahad.
She's like, son of a bitch!
I just wanted to be like you guys.
Aww.
Donna's just trying to fit into modern times.
Aww.
I'm so damn outdated. Oh, we don't do that anymore.
I feel like Donna would be the smart, sporty kid.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think she'd be the Captain America. I know that reference.
Yeah. I meant, like, if she was trying to, like, fit into, like, modern times, she would be, like, the kid in advanced math, but also on the volleyball team. you know?
Alrighty. Oh, is that the end of that thought?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I never know when your sentences
I
end.
know. I forget who I was.
And then other times you have those pauses and continue your thought, and I talk over you, and
I
I'm just
know.
like, ah, shit, she's still going.
I forgot who I was telling this to, but it's funny because I do the same thing even when I laugh. Like when I'm done
Yes,
laughing, I
you
just
mentioned
stop.
that in a
Like there's
previous
no
episode. It's like, ah,
yeah.
and then there's a pause, and I was just like, yeah?
You done? I'm like,
What
yeah, my
happened
body
there?
decided to stop laughing.
Yep. Alrighty then. Alright, we gotta activate the terminal so that we can reach the top floor. Ride the elevator! The essence is flowing through the tubes. We're powering it back on. This is a cool effect.
Yeah. Get the stairs out.
It's like one of those 3D things where you look at it for a little bit. And it's just like, do you see the chair?
Stare at
yes.
the black dot in the center and then blink your eyes.
Exactly.
Did you see the giraffe?
Yep. Did you see the giraffe? Yeah. I saw the giraffe. You blink away for a couple times and you still see the giraffe.
I know.
That, like, little imprint of the image. Whatever the hell that is, when you stare at something for a while and then you like leave the light, you still see it.
There are certain things that I never knew were like neurodivergent that I do. It's like, have you ever rubbed your eyes hard enough just to see like the speckly colors?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's times where
And then you
I
just
can
watch
see
them.
my eyelids.
Yeah.
Like if it's like really
creepy.
bright and you
Yeah.
close your eyes and you can like see your skin.
Yeah. They're just like, ew. But it's also like, have you ever, like, I guess the only way I can describe it is like focused your energy into your ears, and then you can like blur your hearing, like you can hear the inside of your ears like vibrating.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, that's a neurodivergent thing. Also, the throat thing is
Oh, the thing that Jeff does.
yeah.
He like
It's like-
scratches his throat
Yeah.
with his tongue. And he makes that clicking sound and I'm just like, what the hell? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just like, wow, okay. I also didn't know that some people can't unfocus their eyes.
What do you mean by that?
So it's like purposefully make your eyes go out of focus. Like make everything blurry, but you can do it at will.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that like people
I didn't know that either.
can't do that.
Oh, hell.
It's also really weird to know that people don't have an entire monologue going on in their head all the time.
They don't?
No.
Fuck.
There are people that don't have, like, inner dialogue.
I have whole cutscenes.
Us-
I have an entire expanded
Same.
universe.
Same.
I have two different stories going on at the same time.
My face interacts what's happening in there.
My body interacts and people's just like, what the fuck's he doing? Battling on a tree?
No, I just watch you sword fight as you walk the dog.
Yep. My parents would see that out the window and be like, that boy's gonna get bullied. Oh well.
Yeah. It's alright. He'll
Real-
meet a nice autistic girl one day.
Really
Hi.
hope he doesn't bow to the swing sets on the playground. That would certainly make him the main target in dodgeball. Everybody, go smack the doofus that kneels before the swing set.
It's not a swing set, you commoner. It's the king.
Okay, no flag, no country. Do you have a flag?
But yeah, that apparently is not something that everybody has.
Bullshit. See, I don't know if I'd want to lose that.
I know.
I
wouldn't-
kind of like it, just
yeah,
I know a lot of
wouldn't
people
wanna
don't
lose that
understand
because it's like
it. It's not well received. But I like it.
I don't know many creative people that don't have that,
Okay.
but I do know a few people that don't have an inner monologue, and I'm like, what do you do? Like, what's it like?
Now, what I wish I wouldn't
Boring.
do, and I say this to my therapist, and he's like, it sounds exhausting. You might want to quit that. Is I will have multiple conversations run in my head before I talk to someone about
Oh yeah.
it.
Well, what if they say that? So you think up like what
scenario,
would they say,
yeah.
and then well, what if they do that? Then you think up like okay, well,
And then
you know.
after all 16 of those, I finally talk to, let's say you, and you give me an entirely different answer.
and
I'm
you're just like,
there was an internal monologue about that answer.
yeah, yeah. No, I do the same thing.
And then you're like, you're entitled how you feel. I'm like, I don't know how I feel. It wasn't one of the 17 thoughts running through my head. Okay?
Yep.
Shit.
I do the same thing, but only
So
whenever
yeah, welcome to
like
Popcorn. Most of our commentary is inner monologues.
I do
The
this.
commentary in my monologues in my head are so much better, let me tell you.
Oh, so
They're fantastic. You'd love them.
if you were to read something that I wrote and then listen to me speak, two different people.
Yep, I feel the
Two
same
different
way.
people. Like, my writing is very, like, formal and flowery, and then I speak as though I'm from the ghetto, because I am.
On that note, we finish the tower in the next episode.
Toodles!